Once a standout police drama of the 1980s, Juliet Bravo captivated audiences with its gripping stories and unforgettable cast. But nearly 4 decades later, where are those familiar faces now? Join us as we look back at the stars of Juliet Bravo, exploring their careers, personal journeys, and the surprising turns their lives have taken, including heartfelt tributes to those we've lost along the way. Stephanie Turner portrayed Inspector Jean Darblay in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when she was 36 years old. Jean Darblay is a trailblazing female police inspector, characterized by her intelligence, strength, and quiet authority in a male-dominated force. Her integrity and determination made her a groundbreaking character in British television. After Juliet Bravo, Turner continued her acting career with roles in television, radio, and theater. In 2025, she is 80 years old and lives a private life in retirement, remembered for portraying one of the first major female leads in a British police drama.
In view of the seriousness of the case and the likelihood of the defendant failing to surrender to custody, the police would ask that bail not be granted in this case, Your Worships.
Of course, one could, to ensure punctuality, always contemplate catching an earlier one, or walk, as I do.
Anna Carteret portrayed Inspector Kate Longton in Juliet Bravo, 1983, when she was 40 years old. Inspector Longton is a confident, principled, and determined officer who leads with compassion and strength. Taking over from Jean Darblay, she brings a modern and progressive approach to policing, challenging outdated norms with grace and intelligence. After Juliet Bravo, Anna Carteret remained active in theater, film, and television, including appearances in Casualty and Holby City. In 2025, she is 82 years old and lives a quiet life with her family, occasionally participating in interviews reflecting on her groundbreaking role.
Yes, Sergeant. Yes, we're both well. Yes.
Do you have then moving from Tring? What was your first job? You've mentioned Peter Pan.
Yes. And then
David Hargreaves portrayed Tom Darblay in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when he was 40 years old. Tom Darblay is the supportive and understanding husband of Inspector Jean Darblay, often acting as her emotional anchor. His calm and thoughtful demeanor provided a refreshing contrast to the intense demands of her job, highlighting the challenges of balancing personal and professional life. After Juliet Bravo, David Hargreaves continued his career in television and theater, appearing in shows like Cracker and Heartbeat. In 2025, he is 85 years old and retired, living a quiet life away from the public eye.
It's been 4 years.
Not from him, certainly. Original man in the Iron Mask.
Hey, did you bring a Mountie back with you?
no, I didn't bring a Mountie back with me. They're big and boring, and I can.
Well, that was another attraction because when I first started, the ideas of plays.
James Grout portrayed Divisional Superintendent Albert Hallam in Juliet Bravo, 1981, when he was 53 years old. Superintendent Hallam is a commanding yet fair authority figure, providing structure and oversight in the police division. His character added a layer of institutional weight to the series, emphasizing chain of command and accountability. James Grout was a well-respected character actor, known also for his role as Chief Superintendent Strange in Inspector Morse. He passed away on June 24, 2012, at the age of 84 due to natural causes. Grout spent his final years in Oxfordshire and is remembered as one of British television's most dignified and consistent performers.
I will. Now, you see, I'd always visualised Missocracy as a sort of small, homely sort of contest.
Allow me.
My hands when I retire. Lovely little chap. Now, where is he?
Can I see some?
It's never...
Edward Peele portrayed Detective Chief Inspector Mark Perrin in Juliet Bravo, 1983, when he was 40 years old. DCI Perrin is a sharp, no-nonsense senior officer, known for his strategic thinking and firm leadership. He brought a more hierarchical tone to the series, often navigating the complex balance between duty and politics within the force. Edward Peele continued acting in both television and theater, including appearances in Emmerdale and Doctor Who. In 2025, he is 81 years old and remains semi-retired, occasionally performing in stage productions and attending classic TV events.
Don't just stand there, tape against the wall. You want a job doing, do it yourself.
Stage at the Valesco Theatre on Broadway, where I'm doing Farinelli and the King. Please, please give your support to innocent cat.
David Daker portrayed Charlie Pendle in Juliet Bravo, 1981, when he was 46 years old. Charlie Pendle is a working-class character whose presence brings authenticity and realism to the series, often involved in cases that reflect the challenges of everyday life. David Daker became known for his character roles in popular British series such as Boone, Only Fools and Horses, and Porridge. In 2025, he is 89 years old and retired from acting, spending his time out of the public eye while remaining a fondly remembered figure in classic British television.
You could have bought a new one.
I can believe that, love. That boy do like a big motor.
Christopher Etridge portrayed Dr. Cattrall in Juliet Bravo, 1984, when he was 36 years old. Dr. Cattrall is a calm and professional local physician who provides both medical insight and emotional support in some of the show's more sensitive storylines. His composed nature and quiet empathy make him a respected figure in the community. Christopher Etridge later became widely recognized for his role as Reg Deadman in the popular time travel sitcom Goodnight Sweetheart. In 2025, he is 77 years old and continues to act occasionally in television and theater, as well as mentoring young actors through workshops and drama programs.
No, she's not expecting me back until tonight.
Who's this Marilyn then?
His wife. Where are you going to go and see Cyril then?
Piece of advice from a very good friend of mine, Martin Cochrane. And this piece of advice has served me well over the years. And it's about whether or whether not.
Albert Moses portrayed Mr. Abdullah in Juliet Bravo, 1981, when he was 43 years old. Mr. Abdullah is a dignified and respected local shopkeeper, representing one of the few minority ethnic characters in the series. His role offered a subtle yet important perspective on cultural integration and community relations in small-town Britain. Albert Moses later gained fame for his role as Ranjit Singh in Mind Your Language and appeared in several international productions. He passed away on September 15, 2017, at the age of 79 due to illness. Moses was remembered for breaking ground as one of the few South Asian actors in mainstream British television during the 1970s and 1980s.
Please, Ranjit, lap it off before Ari arrives.
No.
You make Ali very mad.
I am not caring. Yesterday, Ali is calling me a monkey face.
With your son for the first time.
Marvelous.
Yeah?
Relaxing.
It's a nice relaxing scene, wasn't it?
Yeah, they got a good director and producer, that is why.
David Riyle portrayed Duckworth in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when he was 45 years old. Duckworth is a local figure often involved in morally complex storylines, adding weight and ambiguity to the show's portrayal of rural crime. His character served as a reminder of the gray areas in justice and personal responsibility. David Riyle had a long and distinguished career, appearing in The Singing Detective, Harry Potter, and The Deathly Hallows, Part 1, and many stage productions. He passed away on December 25, 2014 at the age of 79. Riyle was celebrated for his range and depth, often bringing quiet intensity to every role he played.
I smiled at Mr. Franklin and St. James's too, and both of them sent me home. I know who my friends are, Mrs.
5 years ago, when I did a previous episode, I was unfortunately rather overcome by alcohol and had to be taken to hospital.
Melanie Hill portrayed Jean Simpson in Juliet Bravo, 1984, when she was 22 years old. Jean Simpson is a spirited and independent young woman whose storylines often reflect the experiences of youth navigating societal expectations in a small town. Her performances brought authenticity and emotional depth to the show's later seasons. Melanie Hill went on to become a familiar face in British television, with acclaimed roles in Bread, Coronation Street, and Waterloo Road. In 2025, she is 63 years old and continues to act in television and theater, known for her versatility and strong character work.
2 years. It's, he got these from the Adventure Playground. Didn't you, Nicky? Goes there with his mate.
Yeah, with Billy.
And all going well, everything going all
yeah.
right? Didn't she go for a scan the day that you found out you got the part in
Yes,
Corrie?
yes.
What a
great day.
Yes, it was. It was a brilliant day. We're having breakfast.
Kenneth Copey portrayed Freddie Cooper in Juliet Bravo, 1983, when he was 52 years old. Freddie Cooper is a colorful and occasionally troublesome character, whose appearances often revolve around minor crimes and personal struggles, adding humanity and complexity to local policing stories. Kenneth Copey was already well known for his role as Marty Hopkirk in Randall and Hopkirk, Deceased, and continued to act throughout the 1980s and 1990s. He passed away on September 11, 2024, at the age of 93 from age-related illness. Copey was honored as a cherished figure in British television, celebrated for both his charm and comedic timing.
Sorry, Jeff, I forgot.
Cult hero. There is websites dedicated to Randall and Hopkirk Deceased, isn't there?
I thought we were going out for lunch, no man.
we might get a bacon butty.
Tim Wilton portrayed Jeffrey Parsons in Juliet Bravo, 1981, when he was 41 years old. Jeffrey Parsons is a thoughtful and quietly humorous character who brings a sense of warmth and humanity to the stories unfolding in the series. Often representing the everyday citizen, his appearances highlight the connection between the police and the local community. After Juliet Bravo, Tim Wilton became a familiar presence on British television, with notable roles in As Time Goes By and Pride and Prejudice. In 2025, he is 85 years old and lives a retired life, occasionally attending classic television events and fan conventions.
We understand. We wouldn't dream, would we, Rodney?
Absolutely not.
Right. Well, here it is. The Outer Inner Relief Ring Road. Now, over the...
Take your filthy hands off my wife!
George!
Leave it out, you cheating cow!
Don't you dare talk to my little girl like that.
And you're no better!
David Ellison portrayed Sergeant Joseph Beck in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when he was 43 years old. Sergeant Beck is a steady, reliable officer, known for his calm demeanor and strong sense of duty. With a grounded personality and unwavering loyalty to the team, he provided a sense of security within the Hartley police station. David Ellison continued to work in television throughout the 1980s and 1990s. On June 10, 2010, Ellison passed away at the age of 73 due to natural causes. He had lived a quiet life in retirement and was fondly remembered for his work on British television.
You rat. What's that tip you said you got for Thursday?
Beverley, 3 o'clock. Taylor's Revenge.
Taylor's Revenge? I've never heard of it.
Well, that gives me grounds for...
Nol Collins portrayed Sergeant George Parrish in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when he was 50 years old. Sergeant Parrish is a traditional and dependable figure within the police force, often serving as a mentor and calming presence among his colleagues. His dedication to the job and deep sense of responsibility made him a respected veteran. Following his role in Juliet Bravo, Nol Collins remained active in British television. He died on August 15, 2011, at the age of 81, after battling lung cancer. In his later years, he was a cancer awareness advocate and lived a peaceful life in England.
Bicycle clips. What are these? Sherlock Holmes never wore bicycle clips.
Nothing from Bernard.
Oh, yeah, Mom.
John Ringham portrayed Superintendent Lake in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when he was 52 years old. Superintendent Lake is a stern, by-the-book senior officer who embodies the traditional values of the police force. His interactions often highlighted the generational tension between modern policing approaches and established authority. John Ringham had a long and prolific career in British television, with roles in Dad's Army, The Avengers, and Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. He passed away on October 20, 2008, at the age of 80 due to natural causes. Ringham was remembered for his versatility and dedication to British stage and screen throughout the mid to late 20th century.
Remarkable obsession, believing he'd strangled his wife in a fit of jealous rage. The delusion itself wasn't untypical. And what was lacking...
Malcolm Terrace portrayed Foreman in Juliet Bravo, 1981, when he was 40 years old. The Foreman is a figure representing the industrial backdrop of many of the show's rural and working-class settings, often entangled in disputes or local dramas. Malcolm Terrace built a strong career in both period dramas and crime series, appearing in When the Boat Comes In and Doctor Who. He passed away on June 6, 2020, at the age of 79 after a brief illness. Terrace was celebrated for his robust and authentic portrayals of British working-class characters.
What is this?
A key, but I'm afraid...
Oh, there must be nothing between us.
Oh, yes.
Ray Morott portrayed Jack Willis in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when he was 54 years old. Jack Willis is a working-class local figure who frequently appears in community-based storylines, offering a glimpse into the daily struggles and resilience of ordinary townspeople. His grounded portrayal added authenticity to the show's rural setting. Ray Morott had a rich career in British television, with roles in Zed Cars, Coronation Street, and Brookside. He passed away on July 4, 1994, at the age of 68 due to natural causes. In his later years, he continued to act and remained respected as a reliable character actor in the British entertainment industry.
Morning, Mr. Wiggins. Come see the heifers. Howdy, son. You're just in time to see me win my bet.
Leslie Scoffield portrayed John Caldwell in Juliet Bravo, 1984, when he was 45 years old. John Caldwell is a complex and emotionally driven character who plays a key role in one of the show's later, more dramatic arcs. His presence added intensity and moral ambiguity, showcasing the evolving tone of the series. Leslie Scoffield is also known for his roles in Star Wars, A New Hope, Blake 7, and EastEnders. In 2025, he is 86 years old and retired from acting, living quietly away from the spotlight, and remembered for his contributions to both science fiction and drama.
You're the fuzz, the filth, pigs, fascist swine. My old man was...
George A. Cooper portrayed Major Adams in Juliet Bravo, 1980, when he was 55 years old. Major Adams is a stern, retired military man whose interactions with the police reflect themes of authority, pride, and the clash between past and present values. His presence added a sense of gravitas and history to the show's early episodes. George A. Cooper was best known for his role as the caretaker in Grange Hill, and had a career spanning film, stage, and television. He passed away on November 16, 2018, at the age of 93. In his later years, he lived a private life in retirement, remembered fondly by fans of classic British television.
Remember, there were over 2 million calculations on that one spool alone. 2 years' work. And now look at it.
I'll get you another cup of tea.
Derek Newark portrayed Counselor Jack Winterbottom in Juliet Bravo, 1981, when he was 48 years old. Counselor Jack Winterbottom is a proud and outspoken local politician whose clashes with the police reflect the political tensions and bureaucratic interference that often complicate law enforcement. His character brought friction and realism to the show's portrayal of small-town power structures. Derek Newark had a respected career in television, theater, and film, including early appearances in Doctor Who and Zed Cars. He passed away on August 11, 1998, at the age of 65 due to a heart attack. Newark was widely praised for his commanding screen presence and ability to portray morally ambiguous figures.
No, he's the credit of the hotel, that doorman. When I gave him 10 cents, he only whispered abuse.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm in town for a few years, so I'll take you.
Ivan Beavis portrayed Graham Hastings in Juliet Bravo, 1982, when he was 56 years old. Graham Hastings is a composed and authoritative figure, often involved in administrative or legal matters within the show's storylines. His presence added a sense of maturity and quiet strength, reflecting the more procedural aspects of policing. Ivan Beas was known for his earlier role as Harry Hwlet in Coronation Street, and continued to appear in British television throughout the 1970s and 1980s. He passed away on December 24, 1997, at the age of 71 due to natural causes. Beas was remembered as a steady and respected actor, known for bringing depth to every role he played.
Proper picture, best leave it alone.
I'd be very happy to demonstrate.
I don't want to put you into any more trouble, Mr. Farman.
It's no trouble at all, I assure you.
Arthur Hwlet portrayed Billy Stamp in Juliet Bravo, 1981, when he was 74 years old. Billy Stamp is a gentle, elderly character often seen around the village, representing an older generation whose experiences add a layer of history and depth to the local community. His role brought warmth and quiet wisdom to the show. Arthur Hwlet had a long and distinguished acting career, with appearances in Doctor Who, The Avengers, and numerous stage productions. He passed away on February 16, 1997, at the age of 89 due to natural causes. Hwlet was remembered for his dignified performances and his contributions to British television, spanning over 5 decades.
Do you want to spoil my game? I can't play with all those making faces at me. Nonsense. So pull up your chair. I'm going to capture your queen tonight.
Who is your favorite character from Juliet Bravo? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.